Hey guys, welcome back to another video by Fully Informed Trade, or Fitrade for short, knowledge for everyone. And right now I feel like goofing off a little bit because some guy gave me a recommendation to act a little bit crazier like Jim Cramer. So I'm going to try doing that for a couple videos and see if I get the response I want to get. So, just more like be myself, but be much more outgoing, be a lot more funnier, and talk more shit about companies and stuff like that, and cuts, and just see where it goes all overall. So hopefully it doesn't turn into a train wreck, and hopefully it's able to bring in the views. So that's just what I think personally. But let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to talk about basic news and see what's going on right now. But basically, let's talk about some of the highlights for Friday. United Steelworks have ratified a new 3-year deal with U.S. Steel. The deal, which covers over 16,000 workers, provides for a 4.5% wage hike over the next 3 years while protecting healthcare benefits from retirees. So again, this kind of seems like the costs are going up a little bit, and if things get much more expensive for retirement, that could only mean something bad. So therefore, I think the news is definitely negative for U.S. Steel. So we got some pain going on over at U.S. Steel. Caterpillar has some issues overseas. They're going to have to start raising costs and their price of the machines by 3% because of the slowing sales in China. So that sucks. So I guess we can't buy Caterpillar company because performance sucks over in China. So you'd have to be a bear, and perhaps people are getting thrown out of windows over in China because things aren't working out as well as everybody was hoping for. So let's move on to the next one. Bank of America. Legal entitlement often eases investors' minds, but the size of Bank of America's $2.34 billion tab for settling claims in Merrill Lynch. So it's the 11th settlement totaling, and Bank of America has lost $29 billion since the start of the financial crisis up until this point, and they just recently paid out $2.4 billion in a Merrill Lynch case. So this is another bad case for Bank of America. I don't know how much more money they owe, but this isn't going too well for Bank of America. So, yep, that's a really, really negative event. So let's move on. Let's talk about Research in Motion. Yesterday, on Thursday, they had a really great earnings. They did a pretty good job. Research in Motion is doing pretty good, I think. And they were able to beat expectations a bit, but they gave back some of their earnings, but the stock already jumped by 20%. So that's pretty interesting, but it seems like a temporary move. You know, personally, I don't think it's time to go all aboard. I still think that Research in Motion is still flatlining out, and I think they're in a lot of trouble regardless of whatever it is people want to say about Research in Motion. Let's move on. Let's talk about more news. Okay, so again, Opentable strikes a partnership with Mobile Location Check and leader Foursquare. Foursquare's 20 million plus users can now make Opentable reservations using Foursquare's app. Earlier this year, Opentable reached a deal with Apple to enable restaurant reservations via Siri. So this is pretty interesting. It seems like Opentable is continuing to expand and doing good stuff. So I guess that's a good sign for Opentable, and I guess we can still be a little bit bullish on this growth story right now. Let's move on. Let's talk about Dow Jones. The overall stock indices. Stocks did decline a bit over the session. They fell by 0.5%. Again, stocks are having a hard time staging a rally, and that's because people are very uncertain about the future. They're just kind of going, oh, I don't know if I want to really honestly buy stocks right now. So again, a lot of silence in the markets, a lot of uncertainty. And right now, people are getting shot for being too optimistic and being too greedy. Yeah. So again, that's just my overall talk about the stock market. Talk about a little bit about what's been going on. Talk a little bit about the news, the top headlines, and basically just trying to start out and do a little bit something a little bit different than what I usually do, and see the response that I get. So take care, folks. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I hope you guys keep making more money. So I'll see you guys.